Just off the Pacific Coast Highway, there's a place where America ends and the Pacific begins, all right outside your window. It's the Seven Gables Inn overlooking Monterey Bay. 7 gables, 14 rooms, one spectacular view. So if you go, bring your wide-angle lens and your Visa card, because the Seven Gables Inn will take your breath away. But they won't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Here, do something. So you guys are having spaghetti for dinner? Thank you.
Life moves pretty fast. Sometimes you have to tell yourself, stop. Look around. This is the good stuff. This is the fabric of our lives. This is cotton.
Some women you forget a minute after the door shuts. Some disappear from memory halfway down the hall. And then there are women like Velma, who sit there like an itch you can't scratch, and you find yourself at some all-night diner with your tortured thoughts and a cup of hazelnut vanilla roast coffee. Better make that 100% Colombian coffee.
100% Colombian coffee. Anything else just doesn't sound as good. It's the richest coffee in the world.
And then you walk out into the cold dark.
A promise to teach you the value of standing up for what you believe in. A promise I'll remember it's never too early in the day to eat ice cream. A promise to watch over you, now and always.
To help keep their promises, people rely on Mass Mutual to ensure their lives, their health, and their financial future. Mass Mutual, we help you keep your promises.
Agassi, Graff, Sampras, Letterman. Only the best play on Dave's course. Wow. The Late Show with David Letterman.
You're looking at ace right there.
CBS Sports coverage of the U.S. Open, a USTA event, is sponsored by Visa. It's everywhere you want to be. Cotton Incorporated. Cotton, the fabric of our lives. And by 100% Colombian coffee, the richest coffee in the world.
Championship weekend here in New York City, and 74 degrees, a little bit of humidity, a little bit of wind, and a 30% chance of rain, but we'll get it all in for you. The men's doubles final. You've heard of the group Dino, Desi, and Billy. Here's Tim, Tony, and John.
That's a bit of a stretch, I think.
It's a real stretch, but they don't play kick the can like you used to. They don't dress the same way. They learned to read 3 years before you did. They've never owned a record. So why are you taking pictures of them with the same old film? Try new Fuji Color Super G Plus film. Because your pictures should be nostalgic. Your film shouldn't.
I have to say Larry is my best friend. The guy is a maniac for sports. He loves to play football. That's his sport. And he's the boss.
And he'll never, ever leave a game early. What is this, the Arctic Bowl? He's rolling out the tarp with him. Larry!
But all my life, Larry's always done me big favors.
Mike, Diane, Mike.
Hi.
Very big favors.
Yes. Cheers, buddy.
When you're with a friend as good as Larry, shouldn't you have a Heineken?
The forecast called for a calm, quiet meeting, but a tempest rages instead. It's often the case in today's international business climate, which is why the employee owners of United have prepared a place high above it all, with worldly comforts that refresh, restore, and renew. United Airlines, the calm before and after the storm. We don't just work here. Come fly our friendly skies.
CBS Sports coverage of our double championship continues after this word from your local station.
New and exclusive, the Packwoods women. 10 of them. 10 of them pull no punches and spare no details when they tell their story to Morley Safer. Sunday on 60 Minutes.
I anchor a news magazine called FYI.
I edit a new magazine called George.
So if you're on our show, is it a guest appearance or a media merger?
John Kennedy Jr. and Murphy, September 18th.
This is CBS.
white Whalem's black hole.
Oh, great. Your mother-in-law is coming, and she'll want to see that dress she gave Ellen. Yeah, that one. She's always on time, and you've got just one shot at getting that stain out. Don't risk it, whisk it with new Whisk. A Whisk with even better stain fighters. In just one wash, Whisk gets out tough stains, even juice stains. She's coming. Don't risk it, whisk it with new improved stain-fighting Whisk.
Bob Lobel with sports, only on WBZ News 4.
O'Brien Stoller here in the first set.
My dream was always to be the president of a company, and I probably fly between 150,000 and 200,000 miles a year. I speak Japanese, and this has been very helpful in my business career. Northwest Airlines has designed their international connections with the business traveler in mind. Because Detroit's a hub, you make your connection in 2 or 3 hours less time. My time is most valuable when I'm out visiting customers, visiting factories. You have to be there. You can't fax a handshake. You can't fax a look in somebody's eye.
I'm Chris Everett.
I could be Chris, too. I'm Chris. Just call me Chris. I can serve like Chris.
Come on, you don't have to play tennis like I do to join the USTA. You just have to love tennis. Sure, the USTA puts on the US Open, but we also help organize thousands of other events nationwide and support the game for everyone. I've been a member since I was a little girl. Members can play on league teams and get great benefits, like an early shot at tickets for the US Open.
To join America's Tennis Club, call 1-800-896-USTA. Call now, and you can also purchase a 1995 US Open t-shirt, a membership exclusive for only $10.
The USTA, America's Tennis Club.
4-3.
Woodbridge leads. 1970, Elton's very first song went gold. Then Rocket Man went gold. Then 103 of his other songs went gold. And now that he's touring with 38 musicians and a small army of stagehands.
And how will you be paying?
Elton's gone gold.
Money? These are gold. Oh, you'll need 371 wake-up calls.
After all, nothing's got the power of gold.
The day before our big trip, Frank announced we had to stay at hotel chains. Are you serious, Frank?
Absolutely not, Frank.
No way, Frank. We expected boring cookie-cutter hotels courtesy of Frank's new budget. But ITT Sheridan was no ordinary hotel chain. But we decided not to tell Frank that.
It's grueling, Frank.
It's a tough job, Frank, but somebody's got to do it.
ITT Sheridan. Our world revolves around you.
I am a fiber scientist. DuPont created the synthetic fiber industry. We have built thousands of different shapes of fibers, clothing that feels better in the heat. DuPont Coolmax in the cold. DuPont Thermostat. It's important to make them better. We are just now learning how to make synthetic fibers that look and feel like wool, yet still can be washed in a washing machine. If there's no law in physics between me and my goal, I can get there. DuPont.
Todd Woodbridge and Mark Woodford leading 4-3. You're looking at the Williamsburg Bridge and the Brooklyn Bridge, and they lead 1-love.
I'd like to tell you about my friend Jake. Jake is music. If he's not playing, he's listening to music. He has a legendary music collection. He's got stuff from last century. 8 tracks. The best times we have are just when we sit down and pick up the guitars and play what comes to our heads. Jake's just a great friend. Western. Got his backstage passes? Yes. Everybody loves him. Not too sure the neighbors do, though.
When you're with a friend as good as Jake, shouldn't you have a Heineken?
A change is happening all over the world. Because now the airline that unites 5 continents is owned by the people who built it. Come see the difference employee ownership makes as we take it to the far reaches of the world. The employee owners of United. We don't just work here. Come fly our friendly skies.
Hey, you want to see some dinosaurs?
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Let's get them in here. Loading a DOS CD into Windows 95.
Where's the dinosaurs, Dad?
I'm not sure. Restart in safe mode?
Can we see them now?
Not yet. IO.sys. Configure jumpers and dip switches.
Dad, what's a dip?
If you're looking for a computer that's easy to use,
Where are you going, kiddo?
To the Crandalls. They have a Mac.
there's still only one way to go.
Woodford. Quick on that, breaks one.
All right, what can I get you? Let me get a double espresso latte, half decaf, medium foam, and just named Dutch chocolate, okay? Thanks.
I'll have an Austrian goat milk cappuccino with a touch of Madagascar cinnamon.
Ordering the right cup of coffee has become quite complicated, unless
I'll have what he's having.
all you want is the richest coffee in the world. Just look for Juan Valdez. 100% Colombian coffee. Anything else just doesn't sound as good.
It's not about saying cheese anymore. It's not about posing on the couch in your Sunday clothes. It's what doesn't go according to plan that makes the best pictures. Try Fuji Color Quick Snap Plus one-time use cameras with brilliant pictures from technically advanced Fuji Color Super G Plus film. Because life won't stand still while you go home and get your camera.
I travel all over the world.
I love to fly.
In the more remote regions of Asia. In fact, I'm probably a professional packer more than I'm a professional photographer. So when I'm on Northwest Airlines, the plane becomes my home. One of the reasons I like to fly world business class, it's more spacious, it's more comfortable. It's much better than home. Nobody brings me tea in bed. As a photographer, I know that when I wake up, I'm going to be someplace wonderful. This is my way of life.
Holds, and they lead 2-1 here on the second down at set.
Wouldn't it be a miracle if all of us, doctors and hard hats, students and CEOs, could find a new kind of freedom so we can all roam far and wide yet always be close? Well, we live in miraculous times. Introducing wireless for everyone. From AT&T, the company that invented cellular, the one with the service, experience, and technology to help put it all within your reach. That's your true choice, AT&T.
Usually when we think about high tech, we think about, Buck Rogers kind of stuff. Well, we are bringing technology literally down to earth in shoes, because everybody wears shoes. We're working on materials that don't wear out because people want to do better. People who play tennis and baseball are going to find that the shoes are lasting a lot longer. And DuPont's really the source of that technology. I'm having fun. High tech, low tech, there's no such thing. It's technology. How you use that technology is what's really important.
CBS Sports coverage of the U.S. Open, a USTA event, is sponsored by Tagament HB. The most prescribed medication of its kind is now for heartburn. AT&T, your true choice. And by DuPont, better things for better living.
A brisk wind blowing here at the USTA National Tennis Center, Flushing Meadows, New York, under cloudy skies.